Hello. Oh, I'm so sorry, I just crashed into my table. Hi, it's Tina. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to do some heat embossing today, and I will be using the Stampin' Up copper and also some of the delightfully detailed dies, and I'm going to be showing you how to do this effect today. So all I'm going to do is start with a blank piece of paper. Now normally I would advise you, not normally, I would advise you to use your embossing buddy on it, but I can't find mine. So, bad teacher, showing you what to do. And all I have is some Versamark. I'm going to cover this, I'm going to cover the piece of card all over. Well, not completely all over. I'm going to leave the ends blank because that's where I want to tape it down for my next step. Just turn my fan off a second, otherwise I'm going to have even less embossing powder than I have already. So let's just spread that on there and cover this. This is the, like I said, the copper embossing powder. It is so beautiful, it really is. And you can do this 2 or 3 times, so if you don't get the perfect coverage the first time, don't worry about it. You just wipe the edges off a little bit. Oh dear me. So much for me keeping everywhere clean, which never seems to work. Oh my goodness, I haven't got my heat tool. Oh my word, I am so sorry. The one thing I need more than anything, and I haven't got it. Oh, excuse me a second. Need a super fast wheelchair. I'm so sorry about this. I thought I was ready, and as usual, I'm not. Right, so plug my heat tool in, which has been here all the time. Oh my word, how embarrassing. I am very sorry. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up, obviously, until it all changes. I'll hold it up so you can see it a bit better. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm trying a new way of holding my phone up to do these videos, and it's causing a lot of shade, so I've got to figure out a different way. We'll figure out how to do my lighting better, that's for sure. Okay, this is changing, nearly done. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Right, now, as you can see, after just one coat, it's quite, dimpled? Is that the right word? Dimpled? And I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be really, really smooth. And the best way to do that is to do 2 or 3 coats. Turn my wheelchair off before I crash into the table again. Right, let's just see if this is cool. Right, that's cool again now. And again, just with my Versamark, I'm going to, whoops, give it another coat. Whoa. Another coat, and it doesn't have to be right to the, this piece of card is actually slightly bigger than the cut out delightfully detailed bit, so it makes it easier for doing the heat embossing on. Right, let's see. Whoa, doing it again. this is why I don't have much of this powder left, obviously. Oh. Just get rid of it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, this is obviously not a really good way of videoing, is it, this one? Okay, I'm definitely going to have to find something else to video with. The stand is obviously not working very well. Okay, so once the second coat is on, you will see that it's a lot smoother. It sort of like doesn't show all them little dimples up. It's like it's almost like it's hammered with the first layer, as though you've got like hammered copper sort of thing. But I want it to be as smooth as possible. Okay, and I've found like 3, even 4 coats gets the best effect, and you really don't use an awful lot of what's it called? Oh dear me, embossing powder, because as you know, it's only a little bit sticks to it. I need to be careful because last time I stuck my finger in it and left a lovely fingerprint. Right, okay, it's still warm, but it's a lot better, and hopefully you can see that there's less dimples, but there are still dimples in it, which I really don't want. So again, with the Versamark, go over all the pre-embossed part of your card, and scatter that on. Okay, I think there should be enough this time. Like I say, 3 gives it a really beautiful smooth covering. 4 just makes it that little bit nicer, but you can do as many layers as you want. Excuse me. I mean, obviously you can just do 1 if you want, but I found this technique works better when it's got 3 or 4 layers on it. Go. It's beautiful. It's just like molten gold in a way. I know it's bronze, but it just looks like rose gold to me. It's so beautiful. And can you see that better if I put the light on it? It's not working very well, is it? I'm afraid. I wonder if it's better without that light. Oh, you see that a little bit better, can't you? But anyway, you've got even less dimples in it now. That's there. So my next step now is to pick out which of the delightful detailed ones you want, and to me this one does work the best. And I'm going to put that over, and this is where I'm going to stick it down. Try and keep the tape straight at the edge of on the delightful detailed one, because if you don't, you end up cutting it too short, so it doesn't look as good on your card. Just get this ready. Okay, so again, just with the Versamark ink pad, I'm going to go over the whole of this again, and what's happening is the Versamark is obviously, it's only going in the empty bits, into the cutout bits I should say, of the card. So when you peel this off, oops, you can then, now this red that I've got is it's just a red one that a red embossing powder that somebody gave me. But it goes beautiful with this. So again, we're just going to spread all that on like that, and then tap it off lightly. And can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? The red and the copper go beautifully together. So rather than trying to get it back in that silly little tub, let's get it in this one. And again, back with the heating tool. And now what you find is, as this, see if I can hold it up closer, as you start heating this up and the red starts to melt, it sort of like sinks into the copper. Well, it doesn't sort of like, it does. It actually sinks into the copper, and the two sort of like become one. It's absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of tiles, you know, like tiles that you put on your walls, where the pattern is sort of like embedded into it rather than just on the top of it. But you don't want to heat it too long. You don't want to heat it too long, because the copper tends to take over a little bit too much then. Now that's just with one layer, but because this pattern is so easy to match up, oh, let's let it cool down a second before I do this. Because this pattern's so easy to match up, you can very, let me just put the fan on it a second. You can very easily match it up again. And again, I'm going to do 3 layers of this just to make it really pop out. There we go. And then get it so it's lined up. There's that first one. Oops, pulling my tape off now. Oh, I've lost it. Come on. Oh, there it is. There we go. Just pull that down slightly on that side. There we are. And again, with coat number 2 of the Versamark. And then take our mask off. Bring in my scrap paper. And do this again. And excuse me, and we heat this again. Now I possibly may only do 2 layers actually, depending on what this second one looks like. Yeah, I think 2 should be fine with this actually. But like I say, you can do 3. Well, you just won't really. But I just love the way it sinks into the copper and becomes one with it. Let's see if you can see that. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. It's got something in there, I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it, let me see if I can get that out. I don't know what that is. Oh. Sticking it that little bit. There we go. There's a little something in it and you can easily smooth it out. Awesome. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do, rather than waste this, we're going to give this another coat of Versamark. Take the sticky off this time. And oh, making a mess of my paper. This time I think I'm going to use silver. So let's see. Now this is the first time I've used the Stampin' Up! Silver because I only got it a couple of days ago. So I'm really looking forward to this. Right, let's get that nasty red off. Ooh. Visions of spilling it everywhere. Right. Now the last one that I did, after I'd done this card, and I'd oh my goodness, sorry, this silver is, oh wow, oh my god, it's gorgeous. You know, like some silvers are sort of like a bit on the dull side. You can tell it's silver, but the dull. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is gorgeous. Right, so anyway, I got distracted, as usual. Oh, I've got it on my finger. Concentrate. After I did this, I did this one in copper. This is the one that I used for the mask, and I just did that in the copper because I really love the copper, obviously. But yeah, doing this in silver. Oh my god! I think I found my Christmas colour. Oh, look at that! Wow. Oh, I'm in love with that. Right, let's give this another one. Let's give it another blast of silver. Oh, I think all my Christmas cards are going to be covered in silver now. Whoa, this is gorgeous. I've had tons of silvers, embossing powders, and never really liked any of them. But this, let's see if we get the same effect after our second coat. Let's see. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh wow. Oh, that is amazing. That is the nicest silver I have ever seen. Oh my lord, look at that. That is gorgeous. That is completely stunning. Oh, love it. Oh, let's do another coat. Getting a bit carried away now, aren't I? I want to see what 3 coats looks like. Oh, I think I am definitely going to be silvering. Oh, I missed a bit there. Wow. You can. Oh no, that bit's not covered. Why is that not covered? Let's see. Is that because it didn't? Oh, it mustn't have got any embossing Versamark on that. Drat. Yeah, I will put a link to my shop down below. So, you know, if you want to buy any Stampin' Up! Products, I'm your girl. There's loads of lovely demonstrators out there, but I would love it if I could be your demonstrator. Oh, this is gorgeous. Why am I singing? Oh my word. Oh wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I am in love with that. So yes, anyway. Oh, also, if you would like a free catalogue, please just let me know. Leave a comment down below or private message me, and I will be very happy to send one out to you. We have the annual catalogue as usual, and also the new what's it called, seasonal catalogue with the most amazing, gorgeous Christmas things in there. There's just, oh my goodness, there are so many gorgeous stamps and papers. Oh no, I've lost which. Oh, shut up, Tina. Yeah, and I'd be happy to send you out them. But I am now going to go and make a card with these. Oh, I think I'm gonna. Oh, what if I did that in silver and red? Let's try it. I'm gonna try it now. Let's try it while we're here. I don't know how long I get on these videos, but where's my card? Alright boys, okay, I didn't drop anything, it's alright. Sorry, I've got 3 dogs who are all trained to help me with my disability, because I find it difficult bending to pick things up, and they've all been trained to pick things up for me. They are so wonderful. I love my dogs. Right, okay, so let's try this with the silver. Did I drop something? Oh, I did drop something. Oh, thank you. They picked a magnetic sheet up for me. Oh, you're so clever. I'll get you a biscuit in a minute, boys. Right, let's get the silver. Oh, I can't wait to see what this red's like on this silver. You can see where this is always the worst bit, isn't it? You can see where you've missed. Oh my god, I do love this. Noodle, baby, what are you doing? I was trying to pick up another piece of. Oh, go on, George, you pick it up. I've got three dogs. I've got 2 Springer Spaniels. Oh, Georgie, you get it. And a pug cross. Thank you, clever boy. And my eldest Springer is, come on. Right, I've no idea what I was saying. Yes, I do. I was saying about one of my dogs. He goes and opens the door for the man from the chemist who brings my tablets, and then the man gives him the tablets, and he shuts the door, and Rocco brings the tablets to me, and he gets the washing out the machine. He gets my tablets when the alarm goes off. I even had a bad fall last year, and asked him to go and get my mobile for me, which was in another room, and he went and got it for me so I could ring my wife up and say, come and help me, I've fallen. And he did that, and my little pug cross, he stayed with me the whole time. But they help me with so much things. There's loads of stuff they can do. They are really awesome, and I'd be lost without them. Right, okay, so that's 2 coats of silver. I'm definitely going to give this 3 because on this one it's a little bit pitted again still. So, oh, let's cool it down with the fan a bit. That's better. Right, turn it off again. Right, coat number 3 coming up. Let's see. Oh, I'm really excited. I honestly haven't seen any silvers that are as silver as this, as bright and silvery. It's just gorgeous. And I'm not just saying that because I sell Stampin' Up. I actually really mean it. I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. Wow, that is gorgeous. Right, so I'm just going to let this cool down for a second. If there is anybody watching and they're making comments, I'm really sorry. I haven't set it up on my big computer so I can see what's being said, and the way I've got my phone angled, I can't actually see any comments coming up. Right, turn that off. Now I'm going to reuse this silver. Where's my tape gone? There it is. Let's see if I can get this to stick down. And all I'm going to do then is, get back on. Line it up straight. Also I'll do then, because this, obviously this top one is going to be covered in Versamark again, I'm just going to give it another coat of silver. So it's not going to do the top one any harm. Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the red's like. It's a pity Stampin' Up don't do all the colours that we have, because we've got some beautiful reds and beautiful blues that would look amazing on this. Right, let's see. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've just done the silver. Oh, you absolute nerd. Now what do I do? Let's brush it off. Let's brush it off and hope it doesn't ruin it completely. Oh, I bet I've messed it up completely now. I should have just dried the silver, shouldn't I? Oh, because it's all sticky. Oh, absolute twit. Ugh, I'm going to have to give it another full coat of silver now, because that looks horrible. Oh well. Oh well. At least you can see things go wrong. Right, full coat of silver to get this back to its glory day. Oh, I shouldn't have wiped it off. I should have just heated that in. See, I got so excited about the silver. I got too excited. Didn't I? Right, let's give this another blast. Now let's get the red nearest to me, so I don't mess up again. These little pots are from the pound shop. Get 4 for £1. They are so cool, and you drop them, they stay together so nothing falls out, which is really cool. And these little spoons are from the Cadbury's little East. You know, you get little chocolate eggs in an egg box, and you get little spoons to eat them with. Well, that's all that is. Oh, I don't like the look of that bit there. I'm going to have to give that another bit of silver. Oh, come on. Right, let's see if I can pick this up without burning myself. Let's see if that works. That bit looks horrible. Oh, yes. Ah! Right, let's put that away so I don't get muddled up again. Excuse me while I just have a little drink. Oh. again, like nothing ever happened. Nothing went wrong. It was a perfect tutorial with no balls ups. Right. Okay. If you have this delightfully detailed paper, you could, I suppose you could pick any of these, couldn't you really? Right, red. Come on, don't let me down. Ooh, it's looking nice so far. It looks good so far, and that's before we've heated it. Right, let's heat this. What happens? It's starting to melt. Oh, it's actually and again, it's just melting into the background colour. So nice. Is that done? Any bits that I've missed? Right, now some bits that side are darker than the other. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I didn't put as much embossing Versamark on that. Oh, is it dry? Let's cool it down a second. Oh, sorry, I keep banging this thing. Right, that's better. So, like I say, pattern is so easy to line up. Yeah, this bottom part isn't as red as the top part, so let's put a bit more powder down that end. Versamark. Ah, don't you dare. Still not to forget to do the top bit. Okay, let's get this off. And bring the red in. Right. Right, let's see. Oh, look at that, I have the right mess of that now. Not the Wally. Let's just tip it back on. Uh-oh. It does lose some of the redness, unfortunately. I bet if it had a brighter red, that might look better. I think maybe a brighter red would stand out much better. But I still like it. Oh, I think it's beautiful in silver and red. Oh, it's lovely. Let's pick it up. Wow, it's hot. Oh, holy moly, it's hot. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I'm so chuffed with that. Oh, I like. Right, give this one more little coat. Let's turn my paper over. I've got to remember to do this in silver now. Because my memory is so poop. Right, let's see. Pick it up without touching the top. Silver. Spoon out. Okay. This one. But it's a great way to use these, because I mean they have like whisper white on one side and very vanilla on the other side, and they are beautiful just on their own, or you could colour them, but doing this just makes it sturdier as well, obviously, for a start, but also it just gives you something else that nobody else has got, doesn't it? Why is that bit not melting as much? I don't know what's going on there. Right, let's see if I can pick this up without burning myself. Oh, stay. What's happened on that far side, but the rest of it is gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to stick a flower there, and then you can't see that there's anything wrong. Let's put it against the. Look at that. Oh, God, I love it. And then that one as well. And then we've our red and bronze one. Oh, good. Love them. Anyway, thank you so much. If you're still here to the very end, thank you so much for sticking with me. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye. Where does it? How do I stop it? Oh. No, what have I done? If you're still here, I'm doing. Stop. Nope. Come on, Tina.